Hi, everyone. My name is Dalton Rothrock. This is my session for video journal. Negative emotions are something that attributes to a lack of motivation and poor performance in the workplace. We're going to kind of dive in today to take a look at some possible team building exercises that can kind of re-spark that motivation, get the team going again. And the best way to do that, in my opinion, is to have fun in the workplace. Bob Nelson of the Harvard Business Review suggests that research shows fun has a positive impact in engagement, creativity, and purpose. And if you're trying to fix a lack of motivation, those are the three things that you need to reintroduce into your team. Team building exercises, not everyone looks forward to them, but they do have a purpose. And Brian Scudamore of Forbes.com says that it helps build trust, mitigate conflict, and encourages communication. And it gets the team working together as a collaborative unit. The exercise that I chose today, it's a really unique one because it can be done throughout any type of workspace, whether you are remote, in person, a group of two, or a group of 100. Because the idea behind the game is that you're working together as a team to create a story, um, and trusting the people around you that they're not going to mislead you in the story. All you need is a pen, a paper, and the group of people that you want to work with. The idea behind the game is that you're all working to write this story. So it's probably best if the manager or whoever's leading the group begins and writes the first prompt. Everybody gets 60 seconds. They write down the beginning intro to the story. I worked together with a group of friends and we kind of practiced this. So I started off the story by saying Sally went to the market to get fresh melon for the work party. The only problem was, and then my 60 seconds ran out, so I had to pass it on to the next person. The next person gets 60 seconds as well. They wrote, there was no melon at the store. Sally drove through the town searching for, and then their time ran out. Now, the key is the second person has to fold up the first person's writing so all the next person can see is what they just wrote down. So that's where that element of trust comes in, is because you're trusting that person that wrote before you is not going to throw you off on the story and make it a confusing, garbled mess. And it really doesn't end until you want it to end. I mean, you can keep writing the story, you can keep passing it back and forth to one another. And that's why it doesn't really matter what size of group that you're working with, because you could write with two people or you could write with 100 people. You can keep playing through the game if you like. It's just kind of working together, trusting one another, having some fun, writing a story. And it also helps you get to know one another. I mean, you'll kind of learn once you go through and read that story what people are creative, what people are more literal. You get to know one another and you have to trust the people right next to you, knowing that they won't throw you off. It's a fun way to just kind of enjoy work, work together as a team without even really realizing it. And you kind of get the sense that work doesn't have to be a drab and that your manager cares, wants you to have fun, wants you to work together, and has your back. And this could be done with a brand new team who doesn't even know each other, or it could be done with a team of people who have worked together for 40 years and they know each other really well. But it's a great way to get to know one another, get kind of on the same page, and work towards a common goal. And the another bonus that is kind of cool about this is if you do work in a remote setting, like I mentioned earlier, there is also a website that is called foldingstory.com. And it's essentially the same thing, just done electronically. So you could do it from home, complete the same kind of exercise, and work together as a team and kind of get back on the same page, have some fun working, and enjoy what you're doing. Thanks.